Put it on, girl. Let me see it. Put it on, girl. Let me see it.
Hey everybody, welcome to Accidentally Informed. I'm your girl Claudia Jordan, along with Erica Cobb. This is the show where
your favorites come to spill the trending tea.
Oh, we have a lot of shows today. I just want to start the show off. I'm going to try not to cry. People that know me from, I can't say it.
It's okay.
Oh, it's so hard. My cat, Shelly, I have to put her to sleep right after the show. So, it's so hard. So she's like last night, she's right next to me on the floor. So she just meowed. So she says hi, but it's not fair to let her like continue. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm crying like this.
I know. I mean, people understand it was this time last year that we had to put our dog down, and that was like so hard. So I'm sending you so much love because they're such a part of our lives and our families. And so I'm sorry.
She literally feels like a kid, because I got her. I went to like a rescue place, and all the other cats were like vying for my attention, jumping up, and Shelly was just so unimpressed. She was just laying there like, "What? I'm not about to pander to you." And I just loved her her demeanor. She just was like not tripping. And I picked her up, and this cat has never been afraid of anything. She's so sweet. She's moved with me from LA to New York to Atlanta. She was on Atlanta Housewives. She's been in Dallas. Has a fan base. Like there's people who ask about Shelly from the show. So, I mean, I'll show her real quick, but I have to just put her out of her misery like immediately after the show. Show Shelly one last time. And people know she's so chubby. She's only like 4 pounds now. So,
oh, Shelly, say hi to Spike and the Rainbow Bridge. Oh my gosh, we are like, oh my gosh.
So, we got to talk about it. It's very real.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are watching that have to go through this. So,
yeah.
a good cat, Shelly. The best pet ever.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh,
and I had to go out of town yesterday to go work, and I hated to leave her because she had a little bit more life in her before I left, and she just this all happened in the last week. She just took a downward turn. Like a week ago, she was jumping on my bed still, and then she tried to jump up once, and she didn't quite make it, and then she just started limping, and it just went like drastically downhill. So. You know what? It's real life. It's what happens. We got to talk about these things. I'm sure there's lots of people in the chat that have gone through this. I'm not the only one, but it is really heartbreaking to deal with. But I am looking forward to an hour of, fun with the ladies. I know I spoke to Drew earlier, and she had some loss with a pet of hers before. So we'll talk to her about that. So anyways, let's just get into the show. We're going to dedicate this show though to Shelly.
Yes, Shelly.
Jordan.
Oh.
Shelly Jordan, my daughter. Okay.
You said that we got 111 viewers at that moment. It was 111. So that is like such a great sign.
Good. Well, we appreciate all the love. And I'm so sorry about you having to put your dog down. It's very, very heartbreaking to people that are not pet owners. I'm like, they don't understand, like, oh, it's just a pet. I'm like, no. You spend more time with your pet than anyone in your life. Like you cater to their every need. Like, it's every single day for 20 years, except when I was, working a job out of town. So
yeah.
There's Shelly's still here, Chelsea, but this is her last. I have to put her down immediately after the show because she's taken a bad turn, and it would just be cruel to let her just suffer. She just stopped drinking and eating in the last 24 hours. So it'd be cruel. So
yeah.
Anyways, it's a decision we have to make, and have conversations with your partner, with your friends about like how arrangements you'd like to be handled before. I had that conversation with my ex who's been helping me out with this. And it just, you don't want to think about those things when it's time.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Well, informers, we have a packed show for you today with so many questions to get into. Did Tiffany Haddish have a baby? And why is Trump coming for Gayle King? Like, do you have other important things to do? Maybe run a country? And are women over 35 damaged goods? We'll tell you that Trick Daddy thinks so. But first, she's the castmate who's carried Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 in her Judith Lieber bag. Am I saying it right?
Judith Lieber.
Lieber. Do you know? I don't know designer.
I don't know either, but that's what I heard.
And when she is, listen, this woman, they had her name in their mouths the entire season. And when she's not bringing the heat, you can find her on tour or on the big screen. Please welcome to the show my girl and my play cousin, Drew Jordan Sidora. Welcome, Drew.
She's not, there's no one sitting there.
Drew.
Drew we have like a backstage view of just her living room.
Oh, okay.
She said 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay.
Okay, well, we can just chat more. Then maybe
let's talk. Actually, I would like to answer this question. Do you have an answer about the Tiffany Haddish Jason Lee post with the baby?
I should have called him, but I've just been so preoccupied. So I haven't, and I've been busy. But I want to know, should I text him right now?
Yeah.
Him. I'm like, is that your baby from your sperm?
Well, because so while Claudia's doing that, informers, you may remember that Tiffany Haddish sat down with Jason Lee and had a conversation about wanting to, like, how they could potentially have a child together. Yeah. And they really, Tiffany was explaining how it worked, although initially she said they should just do it the good old fashioned way, to which Jason was like, no, I'm good on that since I was like 19. So then they started talking about how this could work. And as someone who is still on my journey and we are on the gestational carrier route, it was an interesting conversation to listen to because you don't often hear what it takes to have a child that way, you know. I appreciated Shamea talking about that, you know, she called it a surrogate. And the thing about surrogacy versus gestational carriers is that when you're in the process, in a lot of places, you have to be very specific because a surrogacy in a lot of places is her egg and her body. But a gestational carrier would be your embryo, her body. So if that's what they did and, you know, that worked for them, that's amazing. And the baby's beautiful. So congratulations.
Isn't that wow? Just wow. I text him. I said, is that baby your biological baby? So I'm waiting for Jason Lee to text me back. He's probably going to send me back some if I know Jason like I know, he'll probably send me back some eyeballs or something shady and not really answer.
Well, of course, he's probably going to be like, yeah, I'll be discussing that on my platform.
Right. I'm not giving you that.
That's amazing. But yeah, I don't know. They certainly have the internet talking. And I mean, here's the thing that I don't really love when it comes to having a child and things like that. Like, let's just keep it, you know, regardless of how it happened, it happened. The baby's here. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Okay. Los Lounge podcast. Hey, Los. And you will be on his podcast this week, right?
Yes.
On Thursday.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I'm like, let me check my calendar. Yes, I'll see you tomorrow, Los.
You have a busy day tomorrow.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we wait? But we're gonna wait, and we have a really busy day tomorrow.
Los says, Erica, you'd make an incredible high school or college professor. The way you explain things and articulate is grade A.
Thank you. You know, my mother was a college professor for 30 years. So I'm probably getting a little bit of that from her.
There it is. And I want to shout out to Mimi Faust. I just was in Atlanta. I'm the executive producer on a new TV show for her. And we've been working on it behind the scenes. It's called Cleaning Up My Life. And announcements will be coming out, like where it will be. And she's getting really good stuff. Like, it's like kind of like a rebrand and actually literally cleaning up her life. And it's such a good look for her. And she belongs on television. She's transparent. She shows raw emotion. And I loved it that I could be a part of this, facilitating the show for her.
That's amazing.
And less stress, because she was stressed the hell out on Real Housewives. I'm sorry, on Love and Hip Hop.
Mm-hmm.
Stressed out all the time. Drew, are you ready? cousin Drew. So there's a running joke with me and Drew. Her maiden name is Jordan, and so on the show they made fun of her for saying that she was cousins. Michael Jordan was her cousin. I'm sorry, but everybody whose last name was Jordan in high school and in elementary school, we all claimed Michael Jordan. People say, "Are you Michael Jordan's cousin?" What is the answer? Duh, of course.
Yeah.
So
well, also Drew being from Chicago, like that wasn't a far stretch that I've heard that a lot. And it was so funny because I was telling my husband, like, oh, we have Drew Sidora coming on. And he goes, no, Michael Jordan's cousin, and just kept walking.
Oh, he knew that.
Like synonymous. It's become a whole thing. So it's amazing. It's amazing.
Funny because like his family is, actually from the North Carolina, Charlotte area. Like, I wish he was my cousin because I want to be in the will.
Michael Jordan, people can say whatever they want about Michael. I love Michael. I love him. I think that he is such a great guy. I mean, I knew the guy that is like his guy. So we call him Little Georgie Kohler. And when I first met him, I was wearing all Adidas and he was like, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm wearing my warm-up suit. And he goes, I'm gonna have to get you some Nike. And then like a week later, in walked Michael Jordan. And I said in the dumbest fashion, I shook his hand and he goes, nice to meet you. I've heard a lot about you. And I said, I've heard a lot of great things about you too. Oh, that's what I said. And then I just shrunk away. Yeah, I was like 21. So
I have a Michael Jordan story. I was hosting a Super Bowl. Well, I was hosting a party in Tampa. Everybody was there, right? And he was friends with someone I used to date. And they came through to the party. And he did have his Michael Jordan dad jeans on. And he wasn't, he's not the best dresser, let's just say. He doesn't dress as good as he plays basketball. Let's just put it that way. But he's Michael Jordan. He can do what he wants. He had a hat on. He looked a little, but it's still Michael Jordan. One of my girlfriends, her name is actually Shelly too. I didn't name my cat after Shelly, but people, whatever. So he was talking to her, like just making small talk. And I'm like, dude, what did my MJ say? She's like, who? I'm like, Michael Jordan. She's like, he's here? I'm like, Shelly, you were talking to Michael Jordan. He was low-key flirting with you a little bit, right? And she's like, oh, I didn't recognize him. I'm like, oh my God. But she was like that. Like, she's like the Black Jessica Simpson, like chicken of the sea. Like celebs would be right. She would not know who they are. Like, seriously. Yeah. All the time. And like, I'm like, they could never call you a groupie. Because Michael Jordan, you did not know. It was kind of fun. People saying, will Drew be here before 10 p.m.? Drew.
Yeah, Drew, are you ready? Just nod when you're ready. Okay. All right. We didn't want to like just
give her intro one more time so she can get all the love here. Okay. The castmate who carried the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16 in her Judith Lever, I don't know shit, bag. And when she's not bringing the heat, you can find her on tour on the big screen. Please welcome to the show, my cousin, Drew Sidora.
Hey, cousin.
What's up, cuz? How you doing?
Oh, just got a facial, so I'm doing no makeup today. Bare face. I love to keep a good glam face, but today, for the first time with y'all.
I love it. I love it. First of all, that is a privilege that you can take advantage of. So, girl, get your bare face. I mean, make it tea.
Well, thank you. Not everybody can do that.
No.
Reality television. Okay, it's a whole different set of features without the makeup. So you look the same. Like we can recognize you.
Oh my gosh.
You're recognizable.
You know how you wear so much makeup, and then I was having like these massive breakouts. So I had to go get like a acid mask or whatever. So we're here. And all natural. I'm so happy to be with you guys.
I know we've been trying to make this happen for a few years.
I know.
I mean, Drew's been booked. Erica, she's been booked, traveling, singing national anthems, doing movies, like just everywhere.
I'm trying to just keep up with you, girl, because we be on planes passing each other in the air. I swear.
We do.
Both of y'all are in your season. Drew, I was going over some footage from BravoCon 2 years ago when it was still in New York. And I was asking you about the manifestation of your journey and if this was a comeback season for you, and to see how you have, you know, between the album and, you know, everything that you're doing on the big screen, the little screen, it really is a true comeback story in real time. So as a fan of Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's nice to see those stories. Like you have maybe a setback, but then you're showing the comeback in action.
Wow. That's real life, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's real life. And that is why I did join Real Housewives of Atlanta, was like to show the more vulnerable side of me, the good, the bad, the ugly, to let people see like I struggle like everyone else. My life is not perfect. You know, I came in on COVID season in a boot with a ruptured Achilles. So if you guys remember, it really doesn't get any more real than that. But yeah, like on the show, you guys have seen the ups and downs. You guys have seen me going through my divorce. And so I feel like this season was my opportunity to really like show myself, and really me getting back to me, my career, and what that looks like, single motherhood, all of that I'm balancing.
I mean, Drew, I gotta just ask you, because we face a similar critique. Why do you think they come for you so much?
Like, what's up with that? And I do want to say this for the record. My mom was at a family reunion 2 weeks ago in Mississippi. And I have a post I'm going to send you, Claudia. They literally said, like, Michael Jordan didn't show up this year, but he is a part of our family. So I still got to...
we're gonna both go. We're gonna get our picture with them so we can shut up everybody, right?
Shut up everybody. I'm gonna do my genealogy. I'm gonna get some more, research. But apparently he is really my cousin. So I don't know why the girls were coming for me, giving me such a hard time. Our last name is Jordan, and so of course we want to be and hope to be related to Michael Jordan. Like that's just the thing.
Do you know who's another famous Jordan? Eric Benet is actually Eric Jordan.
Okay, that I didn't know.
Yeah, so he's our cousin too. So our family is popping. Okay,
our family is expanding apparently, and there's a lot of cousins here. So we take our cousin and family like very serious. And I think that people just need to have a sense of humor. Like Claudia and I don't know how we're related, but we're cousins. That's like all people need to know is that we're cousins. Period. Don't ask us anymore. And I just think the girls, I don't know, they just need to lighten up a little bit, laugh a little more. I did have grace, for some of the ladies, because we were like all going through a very similar situation. So I didn't get as angry because I know how it is when you're not at your best, it's hard to smile, it's hard to laugh. So I'm gonna just blame it on that. We're gonna see what's in store, hopefully next season.
But see, that just displays your level of empathy, because I mean, that's what you're really talking about. Some people, have none, some people have a lot, and there's a spectrum to that. So being able to like temper how you're going to react is important. But I think a big part of your personality, from my perspective as a viewer, is your Midwest sensibility. Like you have a very strong, like Midwest Chicago thing about you. And there's like, I feel like as a Chicago girl, like you can do the self like deprecating humor. Like it doesn't have to be so serious, but we stand on business. So I can see that coming out. Claudia asked earlier if why people come for you so hard. Is this theory about your role on the game? How much does that play into how people perceive you? Because it was your first and last real name, people tend to like conflate the two.
They're still asking the chat. The Raymond Lano says, "Why did you cheat with Derwin?"
I saw a hashtag that said "cancel the Drew Sidora hate." I thought that we were past this, guys. Like really, truly, wholeheartedly, it was a show. I had a script, I had a director, we were all actors. And I'm like, at the end of the day, Derwin was played by the amazing Pooch. Pooch had a wife in real life.
Right.
Like we were there to do a job, guys. And I always ask people, how many guys have you had lie to you? Because when I first met Derwin, he told my character he was single. Like I didn't know he had a girlfriend. So I'm like, I think that's why people connect to the show so much, because it was really art imitating life. Mara Brock Akil was very much about getting on the phone with the cast, talking through things that we went through in our life to make sure that storyline was emulating life, you know, and was very connected. And I just think that's why the fans were so drawn to it, because it felt like they were living a part of their life or someone they knew, they identified or saw themselves in us. But I mean, it's been like how many decades now?
Right.
Like, come on, guys. I'm married. Well, I've been married, you know, with kids, and I'm going through my own situation. I think we need to start seeing me as a human being and not Drew Sidora from the game.
Yeah.
Well, before we get into Housewives, I have to ask you how you feel about our upcoming film run hitting
Let's talk about it.
Theaters. August 29th is the premiere, but we have an Atlanta premiere. They just moved the date. Do you know about the day change? I had everything set up for New York. Okay, but now we're going to be in Atlanta on the 20th.
Yeah. Yes.
How you feeling about the movie theaters? This is not that there's anything wrong with streaming movies, because that's where a lot of people's bread is buttered right now. But we will be in the theaters all over the country.
It is nothing like being in theaters. You know, as an actor, we always want a theatrical release. It is a lot of money put into that. It is a whole experience, you know. So for this film, it is for the entire family to go get your popcorn, get a good seat, you know, and support it. I'm so excited. I mean, Claudia, we've had a couple of emotional moments because it was kind of surreal. Like, we did this amazing action alien movie, and then we were on the BET Awards talking about our amazing movie. And now we're going to get to watch it with everyone else in a movie theater. It's very exciting. Shout out to Footage Films family and Chris Stokes, who did an amazing job. But I think for all of us, we challenged ourselves in this movie, and I'm just nervous. Like, I'm nervous and excited to see it, but I think this is gonna be like one for the books. It's gonna break some records.
You know what was special to me about this film was how many times have you worked on a show and you do your job, you check in, you check out, you leave, you get your check, and that's it. The bond that we all formed on that film, I mean, you couldn't be with us in New Orleans because you were booked on something else, but like our group chat is still, you check on it. Like, it was very girl power-ish. Like, we played girlfriends in the movie, and then we got thrown into it, and then it really, like, life is imitating art now.
Yeah, we really are connected, and I felt like we were rooting for each other, helping each other. It didn't feel like going to work every day. It was like we're kicking it off camera, then we're on camera just doing our thing. And I feel like working amongst these ladies, Erica Mena, Claudia Jordan, Erica Pinkett, Annie, everybody knows Annie. I felt so humbled, so honored. Everyone is so talented, and I was just looking sometimes in awe at everyone doing their, you know, moments, and I'm like in tears and I'm in awe, and I'm just really happy and humbled and honored and proud to be a part of this ensemble.
Look at Carlos King in the comments. He loves you.
I am so proud of y'all. Yes, I'm putting up Carlos's. I was like, Carlos,
I love you. I miss you. Like, what's up, bro?
Carlos has been singing your praises about your album. And also Frederick Holding says, I Did It To Me is Grammy worthy. Carlos has said on Aurelia the King that your album is like the best R&B album that's out right now. No skips. Like, he gave you the ultimate love. Like, he speaks very highly of your album. So you are doing your thing.
So service announcement. We are up for a Grammy consideration. So I feel like Carlos is speaking some things because I literally just found this out today. So I was just like, you know, it's a first step, and I'm learning some new artists. It's a Grammy consideration, and then that puts you up for a Grammy nomination. So like, I'm just happy to even be speaking about that. And I'm proud of this.
Huge.
I just got chills.
Oh my gosh.
I just got chills. You're gonna win. Sorry.
Seriously, this is so crazy too, because I watched your interview with Carlos King, of course, and I thought in my head, like, I wonder, she could actually, she could be nominated for a Grammy, she could win a Grammy, which is like so crazy, because when I look at the footage from you like 2-3 years ago, like watching that this week to prepare for you to come on, I was like blown away. Like, it is so amazing. It really is.
I love to see good people win. Like, Love it, love it, love it.
Yay,
Yeah.
there she is. Come on.
That's right, Drew.
Uh,
Okay, let's get into the Housewives chatter, shall we? Now, Shamea wanting a fresh start she wants a fresh start for season 17. What did you think about her apology video that was on the internet?
Girl. What was it giving? I was so confused. It was like the theme music. It was giving performative, contrived. It almost made it feel like she said the elders had her do it. It was almost like they made her do it. Like, sit down, this is what you're going to do. And I'm like, it just didn't match because you were just going off on me, posting these receipts yesterday. And then today you're doing an apology. And then about 3 days later, she was like back doing, I guess, her YouTube channel, saying like she could go harder on me. And I'm like, but you just apologized. So I didn't buy it. I'm not buying it. I feel like I really was disappointed in Shamea because I literally met her on the TLC biopic. That's when I first met Shamea. She came on and did like a role on one of the days we shot. And I thought she was so sweet, so humble, so nice. And then my first season of Housewives, she was a friend of the show. And it was like the same person. She was humble, she was nice, she was fun. And then it was like she got here as a full-time peach holder and I didn't recognize this girl. You know what I mean? I was just like, I wasn't connecting to her. I wasn't understanding her. It felt like, who is the real Shamea? Just, I was just disappointed in her this season.
There is a theory out there that, well, this is a fan theory. I love this stuff. So there's a theory that the reason why Shamea came for you was to divert attention away from the situation between her and Portia. How do you feel about that theory?
That theory is pretty on point. I feel like the fans are smart. They see, they know. You can't really hide too much anymore. And I feel like it came out eventually. Like she was definitely deflecting because, mind you, she had talked to a few of the cast members, off camera about her issues with Portia and this whole idea that we were prying into their business was not true because we didn't know there was an issue. To me, and like most people, it seemed like they were besties. Like I had no reason to ever think anything different. So when she shared this in an intimate setting with Angela and I was just taken aback. I'm like, I had no clue. But the fact that she never could stand on business and like tell Portia to her face or privately how she felt, it really showed me a lot about who Shamea is, the fact that she really doesn't have a leg to stick. Well, maybe she has 4 paws, but not a leg. There's no leg there. Stand on. So I was like, okay.
Girl, you was coming with it this season. You was talking your shit this season. You was.
Excuse me.
Truth. I just see it and I just call it out. And then they're like, oh, that's so shady. But I'm like, no, she's sitting at the table barking. And I feel like as friends, we should be able to hold each other accountable, tell each other how we feel. Even if we don't agree, we can agree to disagree. But yeah, like she failed to do that the whole entire season and even at reunion.
Drew, do you see that comment on the screen?
From LeVar's junk drawer, bravo people, LOL, I'm here for a Drew and Claudia scene for the next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. What is the deal with that? Because obviously people are speculating who won't be there. Do we know for sure who is returning and who isn't?
So I can't say for sure, but I believe that next season's gonna be pretty interesting. Full of surprises. I know this much. I know Claudia has been trying to get me to go on a blind date. So Claudia knows a lot of good candidates, a lot of people. She knows everybody, actually.
None for me.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, okay, so that's the problem. Like she has knows a lot of good candidates, but the conversion on this side, it's like she twin zones these dudes, and then it's like there aren't any good guys, and now you're saying like she knows the good guys, but she's like not about those guys.
I mean, I'm hoping she can be Cupid in my life. Cousin, hello.
Cousin Cupid. Oh.
Cousin Cupid.
Oh, you mean on season 17? Oh, got you. I hear you.
I mean, I would like it, you know, whenever you have some time. I know you're busy. Every time I call Claudia, she's on a flight. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So
what's going on?
Get in where you fit in.
Get in
you've
where you
heard
fit
rumors.
in.
You've heard rumors. Do you think everyone's coming back for next season? Besides Britt, of course not. But is everyone from this
Right.
coming back?
I mean, I think we have a lot of unfinished business. You know, as you saw in Reunion, there was some resolution, there was some apologies. There was an apology. But I feel like there's still a lot of unfinished business and conversations that still need to be had. So I would hope, you know, that all the ladies honestly return, for the ones that showed up at Reunion, of course.
I'm curious if you've spoken to Kenya about how everything evolved with the Brit situation.
Yeah, that was interesting how my name just got thrown in there, because absolutely, positively, Kenya never discussed anything about what she was planning to do, information or tea that she found out. She never discussed it with me. Obviously, I was there at the bank dinner. I saw them get into it. Kenya called me to tell me, you know, what had transpired and how upset she was. And I checked on her to make sure she was okay. But she never came to me and said, oh, I heard this about Britt, or did you know this about Britt, and sent me anything. Like, there was never any of those conversations. So when we had our spa event, I was sitting there shocked along with everyone else. Like, I don't play those games, like go dig up dirt on people. If you watch me on any of the seasons, I'm not the girl that brings the bones and brings up these big aha moments. I just kind of am there defending myself. And I always have so much going on that I really can't even be concerned too much about the other ladies. And I'm really always trying to get to know the girls for who I, you know, see them and how I meet them and experience them. So when Kenya did that, I was like, girl, like, I was very shocked. I was disappointed because I wish she would have talked to one of us about it. Like, if she would have called me and said this was what she was planning to do, I would have talked her out of it, because I just feel like I still stand on the fact that we were looking forward to Kenya opening up her spa. This was her moment. You know what I mean? We've been on this journey with her for all of these years. This is something she did for her daughter. So the pedestal we put Kenya on, for her to do that, I just felt like she dimmed her own light. So I would have never supported that. I would have never suggested her to do it. So when they said me, I said, oh no, hell no. Like, I didn't even know. So how I got blamed for it, I was very shocked. And of course,
so you saw the pictures, right?
I saw the pictures there. Absolutely.
Was it Britt?
It was so funny because it looked like her face, but you know, she had a lot of work done. So then I was like, is it her? Is it AI? Like, is it her, prior to
her prior face?
Yeah, the prior face. So I was really confused, because I was like, it could be her. We believed it to be her, but maybe it wasn't. I was very confused. But
after she said it wasn't her, so maybe she means the face, like who she is now. That's not who.
She's not claiming the old face.
I'm gonna start doing that. Like, if I have light hair now and you saw me do something with dark hair, I want to be like, it wasn't me.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that.
That's a new rule. I like that.
Here's another thing that people are very curious about. When Portia initially stood up during the reunion, did you think it was going to result in an apology and a hug, or was there something else going through your mind at that moment?
Okay, so us Midwest girls, when somebody stands up and you're sitting and they approach you because of the unbalance, I was ready for anything that could have happened. I really didn't know which way it was going to go. I was very shocked because Portia and I had not, really talked since we wrapped. So I was like, an apology was the last thing I was expecting. However, when she did the apology, I was like, okay, this was a long time coming. I'm not going to say that it wasn't real, but I'm going to hold her to it, because I need her to show up. It's one thing to say, I'm sorry. It's another thing to really show it in action. And I'm more of like a show and prove kind of girl. So I want to see if it was performative or if she's really going to be the.
This is a girl right here that has good media training. You say it without saying it. You go, I'm not going to say it wasn't real. We just got to let it play. That's some good media. You are a professional.
Because I was friends with Portia.
I know
So
you
I
were.
want it to be real. I want to believe that it's real from the girl that I've gotten to know.
Yeah.
But the Portia that was on Sweet 16, she was not sweet. Like, I didn't know who she was. I didn't recognize. And so things people have told me, you know, just about Portia and warned me about Portia, I was kind of like, okay, I didn't meet this Portia. This is a different Portia. So I would love for us to get back to that friendship, but
Because you
I'm
guys
not
were
gonna.
friends, like, right? You guys were, y'all were
Yeah,
cool.
I considered us to be cool and to be building a real, genuine, authentic friendship. And I would hope that we could get back to that. But I'm not going to say the apology was just like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, we're riding off in the sunset now and everything is like back to what it was. I'm still going to hold her accountable to show up, you know, to be consistent. And whoever she's going to show up and be this season. And I hope she's really like more grounded and back to herself, you know?
So I want to offer a little bit more fan theory. Okay. I'm the voice of the audience today.
Yes.
So there is a fan theory out there that one, Portia just came back in a different station in life. Like, she didn't have that, seemingly have that type of hunger that she had in seasons previous. And that might just be because of her lifestyle. But you kind of became the sacrificial lamb in that that triangular situation. It was like it was safe to go after you. And it seemed like Portia and Shamea agreed on that. But what they didn't anticipate was that there was going to be like some ruffling of the feathers between the two of them that was going to create something bigger. So towards the end, it really didn't make any sense that there was so much vitriol towards you. And it never really did. And honestly, it was kind of heartbreaking too, because you and Portia had like a working relationship. And I really liked that power of collaboration thing going on. And so that was disappointing. So that's just fan theory for you.
Yeah, I think I never bought this whole story and idea that she was really mad at me, because, like I said, we had talked. We had talked about me working with Dennis, and she was familiar with the music, loved the album. So it was like, cameras are up, and now you have an issue with me, but you could have called me, and we did talk, and you could have said it on that conversation. Yeah, so I felt like, again, I stand on what I said, that Portia was signing on to be Mrs. Gubadia and show this life as a wife and her African princess, you know, world that she was living in, that we saw on Instagram. And I think when everything hit the fan in her marriage, she needed something. She needed some content. She needed to pivot. And I felt like I was the pivot.
It does seem like you're like the easy target that people think, and anyone that thought that you would be like go down without a fight, they were sadly mistaken this season, because you definitely was popping off back, and it was fantastic. I feel like you and Angela carried a lot of the weight of the season. Like, y'all carried. I'm glad y'all cool like that. Like, y'all definitely carried. And I think people will start having put more respect on your name, because you was not, you know, it's funny because with certain people, and I have often said this, I think Portia's severely coddled on the show. But if you're gonna have, well, she's going through a divorce, we should be considerate of what she's going through, which we should. I'm not saying we should not.
Yes.
Portia's human just like anybody else.
Yes.
I feel like the same grace isn't given to you.
Yeah.
And also, Kelly was going through a divorce as well. Like, the three of you guys are going through something very painful, very embarrassing. And I feel like it shouldn't just be like, you know, considered of one person's feelings. Like, I'll go on the record and say that there should be grace given and empathy given to you, to Portia, and Kelly.
Yeah. And I felt like that's what's real. Like, in a sisterhood, we are sensitive to what each other are going through, even though we may not always agree. And I do feel like in some regards, people do just kind of feel like, disregard what Drew has going on, even though you've seen what I've been going through, where we're hearing about what some of these other ladies are dealing with. You guys have actually had a front row seat to the demise of my personal life. And I just feel like people are blind or forget that I'm actually a human being, and that they need to give me grace as well in certain instances. And so I think it would have been better, and we would have been stronger to be there for each other, knowing that when you get a group of ladies like 7 strong, opinionated, boss women, like, we're not going to always agree because we're vocal, we're opinionated. It's bound to go down, you know. So you don't have to create this. And I think a lot of the women that come on the show, they're like, looking for a moment. You know what I mean? And I felt like that with Kelly. Like, you're just coming in hot and you're just, you know, and I never got to even get to know the real Kelly. It was easy to come for me and shade me instead of actually getting to know me. And I was disappointed in her as
That's
well.
one thing about reality TV like this. People be so pressed to have a scene and go viral for that week instead of actually forming these relationships. So you made it through. So listen, before you go, we want to get your take on some housewife stories making the rounds. First up, Stephen A. Smith is slamming Michelle Obama after she said tuning into ESPN was like watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Doesn't he even know how to hold a peach? Is he trying to get a peach? What do you think about Stephen A. Smith just, kind of getting mad at Michelle Obama, our forever first lady?
Right. Listen, Michelle can do no wrong, right? Like, Michelle wins every time. And actually, when she said it, I was like, that is a good analogy. Like, he do be yelling, like, unnecessarily. So, yeah, I agree with Michelle.
Here's the thing. A lot of people feel this way, and Michelle Obama just expressed it in her Michelle Obama way.
Yeah.
Ultimately, we as reality TV lovers are really criticized for our preference of entertainment. Like, we have to consider it a guilty pleasure. Yet people can watch sports all day, all night for multiple days, then go to ESPN and hear the commentary behind what they just saw. It's the same thing. And we don't call it a guilty pleasure. So the fact that Stephen A. Smith had the audacity to come for Michelle Obama, first of all, I did not like your tone, sir. I need you to pipe it down, make it a little less aggressive, because that was just completely over the top, which proves Queen Michelle 100% right. You got way too much drama, and I would really love to hear a tagline from both of you ladies for Stephen A. Smith, because I think he's vying for a peach.
Oh, you got one, Drew?
I don't know.
I struggle with this. Okay, I got mine. You got one?
I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I think you could take this with Claudia.
Okay. I'm gonna have an imaginary peach.
You're a wordsmith here, honey.
My hairline may be fading, but I'm here to stay.
Oh my God.
No? Is that too mean?
You win. That.
And Stephen, I rocked with you when you're right. Not when you're coming for Kamala or Michelle, but
right. Right.
Oh my God, I can't not see it now. Oh God.
No?
Oh
my gosh. Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
Let me see if I can make it better. Is that okay?
That
okay?
was great.
That was so shady and great at the same time.
And it was right on time.
Okay, all right.
Because now I can't unsee it. Now that's all I'm seeing in my mind right now.
With the piece spinning around. And then him going like this. With the peach. With clippers.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Oh
but can we
my gosh.
just shout out the fact that Michelle Obama knows and possibly watches the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Oh no, she knows. She watches.
That was everything for me. Like, I was just like, period.
They all watch. I think Beyonce watches. I think Nicki Minaj watches. I think Michelle Obama watches. I think everyone watches the show.
They just don't admit it, to your point, Erica.
Erica, do you want to take the next one, or do you want me to do it? Want to do the next one?
Yeah, but I would like to say everybody should come out. We should be very proud, out and proud Bravo-holics. Okay. Okay. Next.
Thank you. Right?
I was like, what? Don't look at me like I'm doing something wrong.
Please
like,
keep it quiet, guys.
Like.
I'm on a podcast.
Okay, so next, Jeffrey Epstein's confidant, Ghislaine Maxwell, has reportedly been transferred to the same prison as Jenn Shah from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Do you think Jenn and Maxwell will trade secrets?
I don't know. I just want them to free Jenn Shah so she can go back to Salt Lake City so we can pry into her private life and see what all this is about. That's what I want to see.
So your team, Jenn Shah, return.
Yeah, I think, once she serves her time for the crime, I'm ready to see her back shaking things in Salt Lake City. That's what I would like to see.
We need to let Jenn Shah out and put Ghislaine Maxwell back in a real prison and not in the celebrity prison. You were molesting young girls. And I'm not gonna let this president and this Justice Department keep throwing us off. We want the Epstein files, these little distractions you keep throwing out there to make look over here, look over there. No, we still want the files, and your name is all up in it. And all of a sudden, I think she's now trying to say, "Oh, I saw nothing wrong." It's so fake. Okay, Shelly. So yeah. Okay, next one. Last one. Brandi Glanville burned her face after using Nair on it. She says she used a product to get rid of a facial parasite. Do you believe her?
So I was with my esthetician and I was asking her literally, because I was going through whatever I was going through with my face. And she, in her expertise, said she didn't believe it was a parasite. She looked like it was just some bad Botox, and she probably didn't want to admit it. And the way that she's reacting and doing these things like Nair, she was like, I don't know any physician that would ever, or esthetician that would ever recommend Nair on her face. So she felt like, this was her trying to do things because of the bad Botox. And she's like been taking things in her own hands, trying to enhance, which I think she was already beautiful, right?
She was so pretty.
So pretty. So pretty. And that's what happens when you start messing with your face and, doing different things and saving money on the things you inject in your face. And it felt like she was trying to do a home remedy gone wrong. That was from her, my esthetician, and her, expertise in what she thought.
I will say, I've been honest about, I've done Ozempic, and I had all the fillers taken out of my face. I don't have fillers in my face anymore. But when I did Ozempic, every time I did it, I did a few rounds. Every time I do it, I would get these very deep lines, like it would eat away at my face a little bit right here. And it's been really making me feel very insecure about it. And I don't want to put filler in it because I don't want to have that overfill look. So I'm done with fillers. I think after a certain age, you can't do fillers anymore because it starts having the opposite effect. It starts making your face look heavy and bloated and dragged down. So I took them out. I had them all dissolved. But I was wondering if maybe she did Ozempic and it kind of ate away at the good fat in her face. And she's been trying to fix it ever since. Because imagine being a beautiful woman your whole life and then something happens to your face and you're getting dragged. It would be enough to make me, I would snap if that was me. I would snap.
Yeah.
It is hard it really is hard to see her like that. Like it's a triggering situation because, we all have dibble dabbled in our beauty things. And that's always in the back of your mind. Like, is this necessary or could something happen? And to see her like that is like, it's sad.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Yeah.
Before we go, a couple, just real quick, and I will let you go. People have been asking, what's your status of your divorce? Is he still in the basement? Hey, Ralph, can you hear us? Bang on the ceiling with the broom if you can hear us right now. Is he using your Wi-Fi?
All right. We're on the same Wi-Fi, guys. Yes, we are.
Can you hear us right now?
Yeah, he probably can. Yeah.
Hey, Ralph. Stop being mean to Drew.
These vents carry sound. So, yeah. A lot of things you learn about your home. So, guys. We're still going through the process. It's a lot. Like, you learn how the system can just drag things out. Getting on the books for a court date is harder than trying to schedule, an appointment, at the doctor's office. It's like, you just can't. It's a wait list, and it's been 2 years now. So, we're still going to the basement for 2 years.
What do you think about his song? Do you thumbs up or thumbs down?
Guys, the song. What do you guys think of the song? Let's hear you guys' opinion. Because I
think he's trying to be you.
I didn't know he wanted to sing. It was very shocking to me. And the lyrical content, I didn't find it to be kind. But on a positive note, because I'm trying to manifest something in my life. You know, we still have 3 beautiful kids. And I really want to focus on building some sort of a co-parenting rapport with him that's positive and nurturing for the kids. So he wished me well. So I was like, well, that's, you know, I'll take that, you know.
One last thing. They want to know, how did he get access to your text messages?
He works in IT. He works in IT, so.
Okay. So he could probably hear. Why are we whispering?
Well, we were whispering because the sound travels through the vents, and he's in the
fence, right?
The fence.
So we're trying it.
Okay.
We're trying something here.
I liked how he ended the reunion. I didn't like how at first he was coming off as your ops. And I'm like, I need him to stop trying to embarrass you when he's on television. He would not be on television if it wasn't for you. And I don't like that he was like trying to like clown you at first. So I hope that you guys are in a better place now from that.
Here's a question too. How did he end up at the reunion?
Girl, I was like, this is giving last season. I was so mad. I was like, I'm not coming. Or when he comes, I'm gonna walk off. Like, I didn't really know what I was gonna do because I didn't feel like I could sit there and endure another reunion. You know what I mean?
He didn't show you his reunion outfit. Did y'all take 2 separate cars? Like he leaving from the basement and you leaving from upstairs at the same time?
Did you not see us go to court? It was like we were meeting in the driveway going to court. It is just, I would have never imagined my life to be like this. I don't understand the order. I don't like the order, but it is. And so this is my normal. It's very not normal. And so, yeah, like I didn't know he was coming to the reunion. So I was just like, oh. And, but I had enough. You guys saw I had enough. I was like, listen, I was coming for him. I was like, this is just, you're just not going to continue to embarrass me. But I felt like the way that it ended, I'm trying to manifest those vibes. Continue. You know, because it's like, I'm tired of going to hell. I'm tired of having to talk about him in that way. And it just feels like you can only go so low. I'm just ready to change the narrative and manifest something for the betterment of our kids because they see everything.
Yeah. Are you ready to date?
Well, I say it like, you know, I wasn't, but if you can like introduce me to somebody nice.
Because they was trying to blast you on the show. They said you was with the one dude, but okay.
And I keep saying that's my, you know, don't you know?
I know Black. Yeah, he gave me those hookahs be hitting too, and that they have a number one. Hey Black, I'll date you. Give me some. Well, I'm not saying I'll date you for hookah, but just send me some hookah. That might be a dream, man. I don't know. That might be my cousin's man. I don't know.
You see, I was giving him out a reunion, so I got you. Like, you see, I had him in my purse at BET. Like, it's a great product. And that's my friend. And they were trying to stick people on me. But I'm like, listen, I am dating. He is single. He is dating. Yes, that is my friend. We have a great friendship. He's super cool. Anybody that knows him, he knows all the girls. He has a lot of girls that endorse his product. And I'm one of them. I'm one of them.
Okay.
But, if you can, like, you know, do a little situation.
Fun fact, Drew and I dated the same person back in the day.
Ooh.
We did.
Do we know him?
A football player.
Oh.
What team?
Right.
But she came to me and asked me, but like I dated him years ago, and then she was like, it wasn't that serious. But yeah, I'll say it. The Colts, Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
What year?
Oh. Not the narrow down process.
Wait. Was Peyton Manning quarterback?
Yes. And I was a Patriots fan, so it was hard to go to those games.
Right.
And support him.
Adrian James.
No.
And he was very passionate because when they lost, it was
Jeff Saturday. No.
Oh.
Who else was on the team? Marvin? Was there a Marvin or a Melvin?
If they dig a little bit, they'll definitely see who it was for me because we were on a red carpet before.
Randy Moss wasn't there when Peyton Manning was there.
Someone said, Danny said, Claudia, you be talking too much.
This is early 2000s.
I am 52 years old. I don't give a damn what y'all like think about my dating life. I don't care. Listen, I have a history. I have dated. I've had relationships. I've had love. I've had heartbreak. I got a whole bunch of stories. I have always been a one-man woman. Yes. But I've had several that didn't last very long, like maybe a year, or maybe 6 months, maybe 4 years. So I have lived my life. Now, the last 2 years, I've not lived and nothing has been living up in me. But that's okay because it's about to change real soon. I'm just saying.
Yes, that is very true. Please speak the truth to power.
Oh,
Let
yeah,
me just be very clear. I mean, I don't obviously, Drew, I know you peripherally. I do not know you, although I did call you my Chi-Town homie in the promo. But this class of ladies over here could actually do more in terms of being like, you know, out in the streets. This isn't really the class of, like, I'm just being honest about it. Like the stuff that people put on you, you're like, really, like, I couldn't have done that on my, like, you know, on my best day.
The Jordan girls have lived.
Your nature, it doesn't really seem that way.
We have lived life, just like all women, you know. So I don't understand why people, you know, feel like you can't talk about your life. It's your life, you're sharing, and that's what us women do, you know. Like all women have had a past, dated, been in and out of relationships. I mean, you've watched my relationship on national TV, so what are we talking about, guys?
I just don't care anymore. They've already said the worst they can say, so fuck all of them, okay?
And we found it to be funny. It was no drama, like, you know what I mean? That's what grown women do.
16 years, I'm over it. We're all over. Everyone's over it. We're good.
I love that y'all had the conversation though.
Yes. Fine. Listen, it's all good. Listen, Drew, thank you so much. We're glad we finally got you on here. I'm so happy. I will see you at the premiere in Atlanta, August 20th. And looking forward to sharing the big screen with you and hearing the reaction. So please follow Drew on all her social media. Support the album, the movies. You're about to film one tomorrow, another one.
Yes.
She's doing her thing.
Yes.
Congratulations on the Grammys news. That is massive. And
the
we
Grammy consideration. We're gonna pray for the Grammy nomination. I'll keep y'all posted. We gotta celebrate though.
We will definitely. Thank you so much, Drew Sidora.
I love you guys. Everybody go see the movie Run August 29th.
Thank you, Drew.
Thank you.
That's so sweet. I know you went a little long. Megan, I know you look, Claudia.
I know. Well, we did. First of all, I'm so glad that we got her on the show because Drew's amazing. I love y'all's friendship and like back and forth. And we got a peek into the inner workings and the chemistry for the movie Run. So I know chemistry when it's off screen, it comes on screen. So I know this movie is going to be amazing. I'm so proud of y'all. This is great. Should we do?
They got it right. Just want to give the informers. They got the football player's name right. I'm not going to say it, but it's in the comments. So,
yes. And I was getting, I wasn't sure since I was throwing out names like Jeff Saturday.
He was a sweetheart. And we really had feelings for each other. And it just, you know, timing was not on our side, but good guy. I have nothing negative to say about him. He was a great guy, actually.
Nice. Should we just go really quickly over these last hot topics since we did tease them? We already talked about Tiffany and Jason.
Okay, real quick. A women over 35 damaged goods because Trick Daddy said that on Nene Leakes podcast. What do you think? Do you want to play the clip? Should we play it?
Do we have a clip?
I'm not attracted to no women over 35 years old.
You're not?
No.
Well, honey, I know you are attracted to me, honey.
But y'all standards are too high. Y'all are too emotional. Y'all are damaged good from past relationships.
I am not damaged.
You don't even realize you're damaged.
Trick Daddy said, listen, if you heifers are over 35 years old, y'all are not my type. I am over it. You're not good enough for me. You got too much damage and you can't get all this Trick Daddiness.
I swear there is a BOGO on Audacity. I say it all the time. People are really out here buying one, getting the other free. It is audacious AF. I mean, between the two of us, can you even count how many times some dusty ass man gets in your comments to tell you about how he would never be with a woman like you or something, or criticize something and basically tell you that like you never stood a chance with him? Like, sir, first of all, where did you come from? And could you go back there expeditiously? You never have to worry about a woman like me, because I guarantee you, I would never in a million years be checking for a man like you. It's so weird. It's so weird. What?
I wish I had more confidence. Like Listen, I love the confidence. He knows his worth, ladies. He said, I am Trick Daddy, and I will not come off my perch for you old bitches over 35 years old. You're too old for all this fineness, all this chocolate, all this broad shoulders and statuesque, picture of health. You will not. I will not waste time with you. You heifers could never get a piece of this. Now, Trick Daddy back in the day, he was actually a handsome guy. If you look him up, he really was.
Let's Take It to the House, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I know he was on Love and Hip Hop when I hosted the reunion, but okay, hey Trick, you know your worth. That's all I can say about that. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Next up, Sha'Carri Richardson. We're very, very upset that she got into fights with her Olympic track star boyfriend, Christian Coleman. They were in the airport after she was arrested for domestic violence against him. I think he didn't want to press charges. He describes the incident as a sticky situation. There was rumors saying that she found out that he cheated on her, and that's why she went off on him and threw something at him. Toxic love story or media misunderstanding or normal emotional stuff that couples do. What do you think? Young couples, emotional couples.
Yeah, this is really tough. But that's also, I mean, in terms of the ability to emotionally regulate yourself is something that generally can come with time. To be able to exercise that type of discernment about when and where certain emotions may be appropriate. And the thing about it too is as Black women, we have to exercise another degree of caution. And it's not fair, but it's the reality of the world that we live in. And so for her to get caught up in this, and it's really sad. And I hope that she is in a position that she can, learn from this, grow from this.
She missed the national chip. Oh my God, I'm sorry. My cat is flailing right now.
Oh no. Claudia, let's wrap.
She missed the national championship, okay? She missed running the 100 and the 200 meters. She did not get to win. Another woman got to run and won both. She missed her races. I remember being with men before I had something major coming up and then getting into a fight with me, arguing with me, or something comes up. It's not right now. Let's discuss this after the biggest night of my life. Let's discuss this after I have to get through this. Do not have me fight. One of them, someone should have hey, listen, I know you're upset. To lose, to not be able to run your race because it is insane. Insane.
Well, also the implications of being at the airport. Does that affect her in any way? It's just, I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Claudia, you gotta go, and I'm so sorry.
No.
And for those of you who are just joining us, we're saying goodbye to Shelly tonight.
Yeah, she had a good run. She had 20 years, and she just keeps kind of falling off the jump, pushing herself off. She's not feeling. I can tell from. I said I would give her a few days after I took her to the vet, and the answer will be clear. And I can't watch her suffering like this anymore. So this is goodbye from Shelly Cat, 20 years old. She was the best. She is the best pet ever. Lots of good memories. And I will never forget about Shelly. She's a good cat. And I'm glad I got her on television, and I took lots of pictures with her. But I have to put her down. She's not drinking, she's not eating, and I just don't want her to keep suffering. And she's dehydrated. She's 4 pounds.
Yeah.
But I love my Shelly cat. So yep.
I know it's so hard. I'm sending you so much prayer. Shelly, make sure you say hi to Spike for me.
That's right. When you see Spike, you say hello. Okay.
Okay, we have to end on a uplifting note.
Mm-hmm.
At least some good news. We are gonna be together again tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes, tomorrow we are going to be. Do you want to announce it?
No, you can.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
We are going on the Shade Room live. So accidentally informers, come on over to the Shade Room. We will be live at 7:40 p.m. Central. So make sure you tune in for that. We also want to thank Tulsi for sending a super chat. We appreciate the support, you guys. And just send all of your love and prayer for Shelly's journey across the Rainbow Bridge. We love you, Claudia.
Thank you. And sorry for your loss as well. I know it's been a year, but it doesn't, I'm sure it's so painful. So I have to go do the right thing for her right now. So, all right.
All right. We're sending you love. Informers, thank you for joining us. And as always, you can follow us on social media on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Love you.
Bye.
Put it on, girl. Let me see it. Put it on, girl. Let me see it.